Here with Southland Conference Commissioner Tom Burnett as we are at Football Media Day. ACU's first, well, I say first, it's not really our first. In fact, you showed earlier the very first program from the Southland Conference. It's has a smidge less content than this year's, right?
The media guide was 8 pages, but of course, Abilene Christian College at the time was a charter member of the conference and was part of that. And really the first few years, obviously, of Southland Conference, the first 9 years, I guess, of the conference. So that was fun to look at compared to the mega media guide we have now that's full color and a bazillion pages, it seems. But fun to go back and look at that over the great history of this conference. But times have changed.
A little bit, yeah. Now you've got ESPN3 doing some live shots here with some of your coaches, including ACU's Ken Collins. So I just wanted to visit with you a sec here on Media Day, just to help our fans understand what kind of a football conference ACU is joining, because it goes back to the old line, be careful what you wish for. Yeah, we're Division I. Now we get the likes of teams who've been to the NCAA finals last couple of years.
Yeah, well, we can go all the way back to the start of the conference when then ACC was part of a great football conference. Now it was played at a college division level, but it was very successful as well. And that really hasn't changed over time. The makeup of the conference has changed, but I think we've always found through any transition we've been very successful in this sport of football. And certainly we have, really at any level we played, whether it was old Division II, we were Division I, and then 1A for a while, then back to 1AA, and now FCS. And we've been very consistent, but it's been very special to have Sam Houston State in the national championship the last 2 years. Also Central Arkansas in the playoffs. Now we got to get that third team in, and then of course in the future, ACU is going to be a part of that postseason play.
No, we certainly hope so. And you guys have the unique situation of hosting the national championship game up at FC Dallas Stadium, where we had the Wildcat Caravan recently.
That's right.
And where ACU is going to play Charleston State. That's a tremendous facility. What kind of response has that venue gotten from hosting the national championship game of late?
I think it's been nothing but great responses from anyone involved. NCAA, a lot of visiting folks from around the country who come in for the game. We host a lot of auxiliary events with administrators from around the country. They love Frisco. They love that stadium. And I think more than anything, the folks in Frisco, the buy-in that they have in putting on this game is they start at yes, and then they follow up with what else can we do for you. So that's been very refreshing, and they're just great partners. They know how to make sports work in that community. And I think you'll find that when ACU plays Tarleton later on, and then there may be future games as well. And then the ultimate national championship games that I'm sure ACU will be a part of in the near future, if we're still hosting them. So, it's a great place to be. It's a great place for sports. There's an interesting rumor going around Frisco now that the Cowboys may be moving their headquarters to Frisco. So that's don't quote me on that.
Can you confirm or deny? Yeah. Okay.
But that's how important sports is it's a quality of life issue in Frisco. And I think the ACU fans will find that as well when they come to that game, and hopefully others as well.
Last thing, a lot of folks, when they look at the ACU schedule, they notice, okay, Incarnate Word and Houston Baptist, Southland Conference teams are on there, but those are the only Southland Conference teams that ACU is playing. So just for people who may be wondering, why is it like this? We're part of the Southland Conference, but we're not playing a full Southland Conference football schedule like we are in other sports.
Well, I think that's the interesting dynamic of football scheduling. It's done years in advance. Things were locked in, and, a lot of it has to do with your non-conference schedule, and I think people just felt like they could not uproot their non-conference schedules to make all this work yet. I think the other thing, too, in this first year of transition, of course, ACU does not count as a Division I scheduling opponent. In the second year of the transition, it does. So not only in football, but in the other sports, in 14-15, we'll see full complement of scheduling with ACU and UIW going forward.
All right. Tom Burnett, Commissioner of the Southland Conference on Football Media Day here in Lake Charles, Louisiana.